Hi friends, I just wanted to come on here right before the video got started to let you know that I will be using the AdSense from this video and also from Friday's video when I post that to donate to a Black Lives Matter organization that is in the most need when I receive the AdSense. So there will probably be a few more ads than you are used to on this video. Try not to skip them. I know it is not the most fun, but know that the money from the ads will be going to a cause much greater than myself, and it is so important that we can use whatever means we can to speak up for an organization that is much more important, and it is so imperative that we continue to advocate for. So I myself, with the very small platform that I have, will continue to speak up for this, will continue to advocate in any way that I can. I will be leaving a number of links in my description box and in a pinned comment on this video for ways that you can sign petitions, donate if you have the means, or also just videos that you can watch similarly to this one where the ad revenue will be going to a Black Lives Matter organization. And also, just so you know, ways that I am continuing to speak up and do things that I can outside of just petitions and donating and anything like that. I will be using my platform to promote small Black-owned businesses, to promote small creators, ones that are my friends, ones that I aspire to be like, ones that just absolutely influence me in every way, shape, and form. And I also plan to do a lot more fitness challenges from Black creators, because there are so many that I just have this full list of that I'm so excited to review. So that will be so amazing. I encourage you all to speak up and to use your voice. Let's keep this momentum going. I love you all. Please don't skip the ads, and I hope you enjoy. You matter. I love you. And this was something that I was absolutely so excited about. Sorry, Reese is right next to me playing with her toy. I just spit. 28 days ago, I set out to start and conquer Chloe Ting's 2020 Summer Shred Challenge. And you know what? This time it was gonna be different for me. I was going to have the dream body at the end of those 4 weeks. I was gonna come out a new woman. I was gonna be fit. I was gonna be shredded. I was ready for the frickin' summer. But you know what? Life happens. Speed bumps happen along the way. Things don't always go as planned. And today I am going to be very honest with you. I'm gonna be very transparent about my experience. This is not going to be like most usual Chloe Ting review videos that you've probably seen, or probably anything like any of my other challenges that I've reviewed in the past, but I am here to be open and honest and transparent, as I always try and do on my channel, so let's get the heck into it. I wanted it to be the answer to all of my questions, all of my prayers, my fitness struggles. I just wanted it to be truly the best program I had ever done in my life. Now, that's not putting absolutely any pressure on the program whatsoever, but it was something that I was very passionate about completing and committing to. Oh my golly, taking a big sip before we get into this. All right, so before this program, I had done a few different videos of Chloe's before. I had also done a full other challenge of hers, which was the Hourglass Challenge. I reviewed that in full on my channel, which you can also check out. So it made me really excited to do this program because I had seen really great results from the Hourglass program. I was starting the challenge the day that it was launched, which made me even more excited because I was trying to do it with the rest of the community. I mean, she has now 9 million subscribers on YouTube. I think when we started the challenge, it was something like 5 or 6 million, or at least that's what it was when I was doing the Hourglass. So she's absolutely blown up. So it felt really cool because it felt like there was a whole group of people that were doing it with me. It felt like there was this massive support system that, you know, could hold you accountable. I even tried to hold myself accountable and maybe even serve as a little bit of motivation to any of you that follow me on Instagram. I was sharing pretty much anything that I was doing on a day-to-day basis that related to Chloe Ting. Sorry. And I shared so much on my stories. I saved it in a highlight. It was something that people were messaging me about and saying, you know, I love that you're doing it with me, or I was getting motivation from you all. And I think that was probably, in retrospect, my absolute favorite part of the program because it allowed me to connect with you all on a further basis. And in addition to that, I was even committed to trying to... I was committed to eating better. I pretty much reduced all processed foods. I severely reduced my sugar intake. Okay, one thing I wanted to make sure I did a lot more of in this video was talk about what I'm actually eating while I'm doing this challenge, because I feel like that's something that a lot of people forget to do. I know I've definitely forgotten to do it before, and I just want to be as transparent and clear as possible so you're not just seeing before and after results with no explanation, because diet is probably more important, if not
most important in a whole transformation progress. Also, we can transparently look at the mess in my kitchen while I show you my breakfast. This is the Fab4 smoothie that Kelly LeVeque quote unquote invented. And essentially it just has 4 fabulous things: protein, fat, fiber, and greens. I'm pretty sure those are all 4. You're gonna totally laugh at me because I put in green beans because I didn't have any other greens to include. So you all know my love for green beans. I don't love them. Also, this was the protein powder that I used. I've had this for a long time. This is the Alani Nu confetti cake. I've also tried blueberry muffin, blueberry cake, something like that. This one is better than the blueberry, but I do want to try some of their more normal flavors. This is really sweet. It just doesn't really blend in with other flavors in a smoothie. Like, you're not gonna make a confetti cake smoothie. Okay, I'm so excited because I just got a full new box of Daily Harvest products, which means I can make smoothies so much easier than I could before. I'm just so bad at curing all of those fresh ingredients all at the same time. So I just made this carrot and cinnamon smoothie, and then I just topped it into a bowl. So I added some blue. Oh my golly, that was dumb. Why am I this way? Why am I this way? So I try to eat as best as I can, but of course I am human too. I indulge in things that make me happy. I indulge in ice cream. Sometimes I want a whole pint to myself. Just want to document the fact that I'm eating ice cream right now. I am not eating a perfect diet during this challenge. I'm treating myself with ice cream and I don't feel bad about it whatsoever. And neither should you. So I spent the past 28 days trying to go as hard as I could. I just wanted to have fun with it. I wanted to be committed to this program, and honestly, it was so much fun. Oh my God, okay, I just finished day 1. The 12-minute HIIT workout is intense. I loved it. I loved every second of it, and I love that it's quick. It's 12 minutes. Great first day. Also, should I be doing the cool down? Probably. Will I? I don't know, we'll see. Every time I turn on those videos, Chloe Ting is there smiling at me. She's there to greet me with her cute little greetings. Like, she's absolutely adorable, and I think that she is such an encouraging influencer. And one thing that I truly, truly love about her is that even though obviously her platform is meant to share fitness experiences and share videos and workouts themselves, she's also done a great job of creating a community around her videos, which I think is probably one of the huge reasons why she's grown so astronomically. Even if you look at her channel, she takes a lot of time to show off different creators that have done her challenges, to show off their before and after results. And I think that's absolutely so cool because a lot of creators don't always focus on their audience, even though those are the people that bring you to where you are. But similarly, this is sort of my first caveat, I guess you could say, that sort of made me a little bit uneasy about the program when I was kind of diving into it. There was this weird sense of competition that started to arise within the community, and maybe I am alone in saying this, and I'm really not about like subtweeting or anything like that. That's just not who I am, but it just sort of felt like there was this, let's just say maybe some people were trying to just get some clout as a result of doing her videos. Okay, I said it, that's enough. I don't need to move it. You know what, at the end of the day though, like, the whole point of her videos is to improve yourself and to focus on your health and do something that is taking care of you. And you know what, even if there is sort of this weird clout chase, if you will, everybody's bettering themselves. They are taking the time to work out and do something for your health. And isn't that what Chloe would want? You know, isn't that what she would want? I think so. All the power to ya. Now, in regards to the workouts themselves, I really do think that they are good. I think that Chloe adds in a lot of exercises that I've never seen other people do before. I'm shocked by this program so far. It is so focused on your upper body, which I think is amazing. I don't know what it is with most programs, but they always seem to neglect your arms, your back, your triceps, whatever. I think it is so great that Chloe has incorporated so many arm workouts. I feel like thus far it's been a HIIT video, an ab video, and then like 3 arm videos all in the same day. I'm like, okay. I think that she does a lot of things that make me so out of breath. I am a sweaty mess afterwards. There's never a time where I'm like, whew, that was easy. Like, it's never easy. Her workouts are very good, but hear me out when I say this. I feel like I have done a plethora of programs in the past. I've tried a lot of different fitness challenges on my channel. You can even go back and watch most of them. And honestly, I can say that there are a lot of great things that come as a result of doing Chloe Ting's programs. But there were a lot of times where I would finish 4 like intense videos, but it still kind of felt like I could do more, if that makes sense. Like, have you ever been to like a spin class, or maybe it's a group fitness class? All you literally want to do is lie on the ground
for hours because you're so physically tired. And I sort of love that feeling because it motivates me and I know that I'm making great progress. But even after doing 4 videos, I never had that feeling. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I wasn't pushing myself enough. Maybe I wasn't going full out with every single move, but it just felt like I could still do more. Like I wasn't pushing myself to my full potential at the end of the day. So I'm not out here trying to say I'm so fit. This workout program didn't work for me. Absolutely not. That is absolutely not the case. Let's be real here. I just feel like there are a few different things to this. First and foremost, 4 weeks is not enough time to see sustainable progress. And maybe that was my misperception going into it, that I thought this was going to be my end all be all. I was finally going to be shredded, whatever that means, after just working out intensively for 28 days. That's not realistic because it truly takes years to transform your body on a sustainable level. So I think that that misperception from the outset was probably negative on my part because here I was thinking that I was going to have this amazing body in just 4 weeks' time. That's not reasonable. But at the same time, like I mentioned, I've done other programs before or other fitness classes where I do less work in less amount of time and I feel absolutely drained. For example, I think one of the toughest programs that I've ever done is the, I think formerly called Bikini Body Guide, now called the Sweat app or whatever by Kayla It I'm so bad at pronouncing her name, but her program is amazing. She does 30-minute videos, 30-minute workouts that you do 3 times a week, but her 30-minute workouts are dreadful because they work. They are so hard because they work. I remember doing her workouts and I would be 4 weeks into the program and I would look back at my first picture that I ever took of myself and I would do my compare and contrast and I felt like I hadn't seen any results. And that was because I was only 4 weeks in. But by the end of it, by 12 weeks, I felt like I had seen a lot more lasting and sustainable results. And maybe that's just another problem with the fitness industry itself. There are so many challenges and videos nowadays that are 4 weeks long, 28 days, 21 days. Maybe that's doing an injustice to us as consumers of these programs because we think that we're gonna see amazing results in just such a short amount of time. I do think that you can see really great results to begin with. Obviously, like I mentioned, I did her hourglass challenge. I think that was 25 days and I still saw a noticeable result. Like you're still pushing yourself, you're still going to see great changes. But if you want it to be long lasting or if you want to go from whatever to whatever, it can't just be 28 days. But I can't sit here and say that her videos don't work because we know that they do. She wouldn't have 9 million subscribers if they don't. Like obviously a lot of people have seen a lot of great progress. There are so many great before and after videos. I hope that what I'm saying is coming off as constructive and not negative. That is absolutely not my goal whatsoever. I am a huge fan of Chloe Ting. I think that she is absolutely amazing and I truly do love her as a person and I think that obviously she is doing great things with her platform and that's something that I wholeheartedly support. I am not going to be dishonest with you all and I want to be able to share my honest experience, and if I didn't have 100% the absolute best time, I'm not going to lie to you and say that I did. But please let me know otherwise because I don't want to be mean. That's absolutely not my intention. Reese is playing with Lammy and Lammy has suffered a little bit, so you need to be nice to him. Another piece of feedback I wanted to offer Chloe is that I feel as if this program is quite repetitive and I feel that because it is so repetitive, it can also contribute to a lack of motivation when you're completing it. If you're not familiar with her programs or you've never done them before, the easiest way to follow them is to go onto chloeting.com, which is something that I feel like she should also advertise a bit more because so many people ask me like, how am I supposed to follow these videos? Like, do I just do everything that she's launched on YouTube? Like, what do? You go onto chloeting.com, it's actually really easy. She set out a great layout and it's very easy to follow. You just go to every single day that you're doing and then each day has different videos that you would be doing for that particular day. So I think it's an incredible layout, but her programs essentially build off of one another. So she's been making these challenges, these programs for a few different years now. I keep saying a few different years. They're not different years. I guess they're different years, but they're not different, whatever. She's been making these videos for a few years now, and each program kind of takes from one another. So the Hourglass Challenge had a lot of videos that were focused on growing your bum and growing your abs, and she released a few new videos for that program in particular. But when it came to the Summer Shred program, she took a lot of the videos that were already in the Hourglass Challenge, implemented them into Summer Shred. I keep saying Summer Shred. She put them into Summer Shred, and then it was comprised of previous program videos that she'd made before too. So the actual program itself probably only had, I'm gonna say, a handful of new content that she made for that particular program. But that's not to discredit her in any way. Like, that's extremely hard. Even if she just made 5 new videos for a program, that is a lot of work. I can speak from experience. 5 videos is a lot of work, and to come up with a full program, record them so flawlessly the way that she always looks. But you would log on to chloeting.com to do whatever videos you were doing for the day, and it felt like you were continually doing the same videos over and over again. And also within the videos themselves, it felt like the exercises were a whole lot of the same thing. And from a progress and fitness perspective, I can absolutely understand why she would want to do something like that. I mean, why else do most programs have you doing 3 or 4 sets of one exercise when you're at the gym? Because your body needs to kind of wake up to it, it needs to progress from it, and maybe if you do the exercise on day 1 and day 2, then by day 3, you're not only growing and building more muscle, sorry, Reese is again trying to drink my coffee, you're also learning and progressing. So that's a really important thing, and I think it makes a lot of sense. But from a motivational perspective, oh, Reese, it's very hard to stay motivated, for lack of a better word. And maybe again, this is just me. I'm very bad with routine. I don't like repetition. I'm constantly wanting change. I'm constantly wanting to find and do the next thing. It got to a point where I had memorized every single move for certain videos. I knew exactly what was coming next. I knew exactly how it was going to start, how it was going to end. And there's nothing completely wrong with that in and of itself, but at the same time, it was really hard for me to be like, oh, yay, I'm so excited because I'm gonna do exactly what I did before. So I don't know, I think there are methods to her madness. If you're staying committed for 28 days, you wanna feel so excited to wake up and do all of her workouts. Just maybe switching it up would add a little bit more oomph to the videos, to your exercises, you know? And maybe switching up the music, perhaps, maybe.
Apparently this is the sound that you hear when you enter hell. I can't believe I just found this. It's so scary. Okay, here it is.
I thought that was awesome. To be honest, this video was really hard for me to film because I myself try to be the most positive, the most optimistic. I always look at things with the glass half full. So I'm hoping again that you are seeing this as constructive and not negative. So it would be out of my nature to not end this video on a more positive note. So I came up with 5 different quick tips that you can use when you're doing this challenge that can help you stay motivated, stay on top of it, and maybe you can see better results for yourself. The 5 quick tips that I learned from doing this program. These are kind of simple, but I think pretty effective. Okay, number 1, when you're doing any of the exercises, any of the videos, engage your core more than you even think that you have to. This is something I definitely need to improve upon myself. Even if you're jumping in place, even if you're doing abs, engage your core at all times. And honestly, I think this is how a lot of people see really great quick results, because they're constantly thinking about your core. Not only does your core obviously, develop you some great abs a lot of the time, it also helps with your posture, it helps hold our body up. It's a really, really important part of our whole body. It's called the core. So engage your core in all that you're doing. Number 2, explode with every movement that you're doing. Let's say you're out there and you're doing the skater. She loves to do the skater. Every time you go from left to right, put your leg on the ground and explode off till you're hitting the next move. I literally sound like a cheer coach, like I'm reminding myself of my old cheer coaches, but it's the truth. Explode with every single movement because it is going to pay off. And this brings me to my 3rd point. Explode with your movements because you know that you're going to be getting rest. Her videos are full of breaks. So remember that and use that to your advantage when you're struggling with an exercise, but you know that you're going to get 5 or 10 seconds afterwards. I know for me that can be a huge motivating factor to just give it my all and then know that I'm going to get the reward of a rest right afterwards. Number 4, stay as active as you can on rest days. And I don't mean continue to do, other videos in the program or not give yourself a chance to rest, but I thought it was really hard for me to get back into my mojo if I spent the entire day on my couch in my rest day. Do as much movement as you can to still stay motivated, whether that's just moving around the house, trying to do some house chores, going out to run some errands, taking your dog for a walk, just walking yourself, whatever it is. Stay active as much as you physically can, but also remember your body needs time to recover and rest to grow. And lastly, my number 5 is to do every single exercise. Even if you have to do the variation, which is absolutely 100% okay, just remember to keep moving in any way, shape, or form. A lot of times I used to just not do the exercises that I hated the most because I hated them. I do not love those plank taps when you're moving your legs in and out. I don't know why, they just absolutely are the bane of my existence. But if I continue to do them, I'm going to progress myself. And most of the time, the ones that you hate the most are the ones that you're going to see the most progress with. And those are the ones that make me feel the best about myself when I can look back on them and see how much I've grown. Like up and down planks, your girl loves those. Those are my absolute favorite because I've seen so much progress with them. They used to be my least favorite exercise of all time, but I pushed myself, I kept going, and I could try and do every single variation of them until I was comfortable with doing them full out. So challenge yourself to do as much as you can, as much as your body is comfortable doing. Push yourself, but just try and move in any way possible. So I did see some great results if we're looking back, and I'm pretty sure I actually lost 2% body fat, which is really cool also. Every single body is different, and I don't want you to forget that. So even if I didn't have the absolute 100% most positive experience, it doesn't mean that you might not either. Just remember that what doesn't work for me may work for you. I mean, we've seen so many creators post their amazing before and after results, so don't discredit that either. I had great results with her Hourglass program, and it was something that I wanted to be able to see with this as well. But you know, not everything works in your favor, and it can be literally anything. Maybe I didn't have the best nutrition in the end, or maybe I should have added in more cardio. It just was not my absolute favorite, but that doesn't mean I didn't still have a great time, and I spent 28 days committed to my health, and that is what is important. It's not about the progress, it's about bettering ourselves and our health. And just remember that the fitness industry is full of a multitude of programs. I mean, why do you think we've tried so many? If there was one answer to everybody's problems, there would only be one fitness program on the market. So remember that, take that into consideration, be kind to yourself, pretty please. Again, I cannot emphasize enough that I do have so much respect for Chloe Ting. I hope that this was only constructive and I would never mean any ill intent. Reese is looking at me because she knows I need to stop talking. Truly, at the end of the day, this program was so awesome because it allowed me to connect with you all on a deeper level, and that's all I ever want to do with my channel. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feedback of your own, please let me know. I would love to hear it. And maybe I'm 100% wrong. You let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all so much, and we will see you in the next one.